Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. Sorry, soldier, but I didn't ask for your 2 coppers. The advice I give a thief kid from the coast is...
Don't wander far. Welcome! A lot...
Well...
How'd you...
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the great... It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Premium Check it out! We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me, and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then. Last night's best bargains, right here! In the market for something special? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Good. We'll leave soon, and we don't want any surprises.
pleasure. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. A long way to go still. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Hand me the bottle, it's not hard. Attention!
Last night's best bargains right here.
Let's get going.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. Oh, my gods! To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. A noble proclamation. It must have made you quite thirsty. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Best bargains right here!
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
sham rules.
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. My favorite kind. Ambition. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worm's? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Have a gander at the finest.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mum.
Preparing to march, Operator.
Seems that way. Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Elturel?
Maybe not, Mum.
Premium trinkets and doodahs!
If I wanted water, I would bloody ask for it.
Last Light's best bargains, right here! Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it! I'm not shouting.
Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last Light's best bargains, right here! Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to give you a lashing. But I will, damn it.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Aye. Not a battle she's likely to put to song. Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try. Watch your back out there. If it's not the cult coming for you, it'll be the shadows. Isabel's in her room upstairs.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Don't waste a step.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon?
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jahira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jahira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this. I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. They're my responsibility. You go save the...
Trinkets and doodahs. Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
You aren't joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Zevlor had belief. Didn't get him anywhere good. Besides, Raphael wasn't promising anything stupid. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling. Her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. Yet. Sounds like you're in...
Her smile is broad.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Smile.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Her smile is broad.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild. I dunno, devil stuff? What matters is I can keep my kids safe. Everyone else has let them down, but I won't. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours. Yeah! Let's ask Mo!
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mole's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. If that happens, maybe old Auntie Firehands can pull her out.
I tried telling Mr. Rowland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Can't slow down.
If this is about Roland, go away! Sorry. Roland snapped too and I didn't like it. Right! He went through 3 bottles before I told him to stop. It was for his own good. He can barely stand up straight. Yeah. He did save us after all. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. It's for Roland.
Premium trinkets and
It's for Roland.
Premium trinkets and dudes.
It's for Roland.
Premium trinkets and doodah.
It's for Roland.
Premium trinkets and dude.
It's for Roland.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
It's for Roland. Guess you can have it then. I don't care. Anyway, I'm sick of...
Last night's best bargains right here.
Can't know sure.
Well, well, well. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. There's no time to wait. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Can't slow down.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Last night's best bargains.
Worth a look.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
What I won't do is send any more.
Trolls report more activity among the cultists, Mum.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
as I listen. I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
It hurts. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isabel.
Still on my feet.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
General Ketherick wants her alive at any cost.
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? God spare us! Ketheric was planning our demise all along. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if Last Light falls, your mission does not change. You must find Ketheric Thorm. And you must kill him. As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. Something stirs. It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those we knew. Those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts, and steady your hands. To battle!
True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it. You two. You're like them, aren't you? Absolutists. What fools you both are. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is he's promised you.
Time to go. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
What's going on? If you have something... The Absolute. You can't believe them, Marcus.
Time.
With Isabel.
Isabel.
wants her alive, at any cost.
day, another fight. I speak, they burn. Yes, of course. I'll be pleased if you go. choice but to keep going. Best be on my way. A rough tempest I will raise. Worth the cost.
Put him up. There's an elected parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Never run.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. Good. Because your work here is only beginning. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Shadows, they get darker. Hiding places.
I don't know, guys.
It's fine. Jahira won't even notice we're gone.
Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
Quite ready for you. I've got a long road ahead.
I'd love to, thanks.
Tell me about my magic.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's get going.
Why don't we ask Jahira? Yeah, because she did a great job protecting Mom.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
No one but us. Let's just go already. But we don't even know the way to Monroe. That's why we should leave now.
What's next?
Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
It's fine. Jahira won't even notice we're gone.
Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know,
What I
but
won't
we
do.
need a plan. Why don't we ask Jahira? Yeah, because she did a great job protecting Mom.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one cares. No one but us.
Climbing up a tree and we see what we see and do just what
Is that blood?
we please.
No, never mind.
Together waiting for the sun, for the breeze.
One with the weave.
Come on, let's go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Jahira won't even notice we're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
Ready and willing.
Someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel? Maybe not, Mom.
What now?
Every scrap of your marrow yearns to end her. Dooming the village would bring foul glory. You can almost taste it.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. And yet, you hesitate.
She doesn't believe you will do it.
So the plan is to do nothing?
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. And yet...
She doesn't believe you will do it. You can see she wants to believe there is mercy in all, even in the worst.
You aren't the first to threaten me. But I know the eyes of a killer when I see them. You mean me no harm, do you? An experienced cleric can tell such things.
The urge within does not want to talk. The restless urge starts to scream.
Plan is to do nothing.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. Don't jest. We're all closer to oblivion than you might think. And when we're gone, there'll be no one left to stop Ketherick.
There is something about her. It would be wonderful to kill her. A perfect tragedy.
Go on, then. It belongs to the goddess Shar. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketherick. The one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost. Moon and shadow. Light and dark. Divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious. Don't let Jaheira catch you dawdling.
There is something about her. It would be wonderful to kill her.
Go on, then.
Another step forward.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mom.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Seems that way.
Seems someone's been
Jaheira?
skimming our supplies.
Yeah.
Is anyone
She
keeping
did
an
a
eye on
great
those
job
children
protecting
from
Mom.
Elturel?
Maybe not, Mom.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Honesty will serve you better than charity. I blundered into their trap, and it cost you have the honor of making up for my mistake. I trust that you will. Then speak. Ugh. Some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods, or laying with them, depending on the bard. There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seeming... We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
Let's just go already! But we don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
I knew Marcus well. Never suspected a thing.
What I won't do is send any...
Good work rooting out the traitor.
I don't know, guys.
It's fine.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it. But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Together, waiting for the sun forever.
I've known Marcus for years. To think that he would turn on us, on me. You did well to defend Isabel.
Marcus was scum. But the rest of us are loyal to Duke Ravengard. Loyal to Baldur's Gate, I swear it.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty. Signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash. a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
See what we see. This world we bleed together.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Duke Ravengard is more than our leader. He's family. I can't believe one of us would betray him.
The cultists are among us and you want to chat. Let the professionals handle this.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. Not sure I'd call it that myself. This fella's in no condition to help anyone. That makes you our best bet. Hope it's a good one.
We see shadows, they get darker.
Preparing to march, I wager. Tragedy. That way, less than that. Crime.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back.
We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
Fearsome black and red. We
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
You can't determine the nature of his ailment. The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
If he does, he isn't sane.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
some black.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor.
We are.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
We are.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
You can't determine the nature of his ailment. The patient...
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument.
No, not till I met Art, anyway.
Could be useful.
Tragedy. Worse than that. Crime.
Can't give up now.
We see shadows that get darker. Hiding places brighter.
What happened to you?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I wish we had a blood. Hey! That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
You got a name? Move along, goddammit. Bloody freaks everywhere.
The Flaming Fist may be a bit rough, but I've respected them. Didn't expect a traitor in their ranks.
Always knew Marcus was a snake. You did well to knock the light out of him.
Aye. Our asses.
Did you see him? The traitor. Disgusting.
I knew there was something off about that fist. Glad you were here to take him down.
No one's getting past me. Not again.
Too dark to tell.
I bet they're close. You mean to reach Moonrise? And I've orders to help you. The path to the towers is drenched in blackness so deep, even a torch cannot quell it. Yet, the cultists have found a way to move freely. Whatever this method, you must claim it. A cultist convoy crosses the land as we speak. I've readied an ambush. Say the word, and we fly. Isabel's blessing is a palliative, not a cure. Some shadows even her magic can't counter. My feet are planted, but don't tarry. The greater the opportunity.
I sold a pair. Take care now. See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now. See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
Take care now.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Will, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting his priorities fixed. Ahem. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You can think of no way to void a devil's pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
I never forget what Will did. Not ever. Yes! We need to go find Damon. I'm going to get a hug soon!
Speak your mind.
State your purpose, Oathbreaker. With each transgression, you may still reclaim your oath. So long as you're willing to pay. Oaths are not to be discarded. If you believe your oath to be of lesser value, you are under no obligation to reclaim it. Then the path to redemption remains closed. Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. You only have a matter of...
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. Every step we walk trails blood. Killing is an instinct for us. I respect you for that. I would keep the murders in our own camp to a minimum. But otherwise, we're very much on the same page. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity before us. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe and enjoy a little world domination on the side. You can't tell me that doesn't sound fun. I knew I was right about you. It's so good to find a kindred spirit. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Well, but don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart. Huh. Very serious. Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing... But Don't worry.
How can I help?
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked Father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But, with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. A woman by the name of Belin. We were close. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
Here. There's more where that came from.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time. No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. remember anything before those woods. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Selûne's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her, which was often. Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission, after all. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can... To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shah will ease my pain when she wishes to. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Well, I'd be... But don't worry. I still have...
Christ, I wish we had a bloody army.
Pretty.
Thaniel.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel. If If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it. Without Daniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man. I don't deserve you, my friend.
We kept Art safe. That's what matters. Couldn't have done it without you.
He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. Without Daniel, no. I don't deserve... Has he shown any sign of coming to his senses?
None. His wits have departed him, I fear.
Do not give up hope just yet. He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must know more.
Duke Ravengard is more than our leader.
We rid ourselves of a
hiding places brighter.
Ripe with magic. Seek and you shall find me. Well, in it. Swift as my feet can carry me.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak. The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. Latest fad among... Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. And from there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers.
Tragedy. Worse than that. A crime. Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mum.
Don't let Jahira catch you dawdling.
There is something about her.
Go on, then.
I've definitely seen that ox before. It has the same strange look in its eye.
Carla! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Ew, no! Good news, please, my good man.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus. For good. This thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it... work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Dammon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Dammon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now, or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. I want to live too, but not under any circumstances. I have the power to choose now, and I'm going to make that choice, myself. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Nowhere safe from this damned... If you need something sharp, I have a few things left. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have? I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. Might draw the wrong sort of eyes. Can't sleep, so I might as well. Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you... I thought American masks are brittle. There. Be careful. Nowhere safe. If you need something sharp, I have a few things left. I can... If you find it... Using something that's already fabricated is... Light on my feet.
Our asses.
Can't trust anyone anymore. And that.
The time comes.
Too dark to tell.
Move quiet.
And just
I bet
when will
they're
that
close.
be?
When I give the word, watching us.